Well, we are at the final frontier, and we're not in a garden anymore. The zombies have decided to take to the skies, and we're trying to defend not our garden, but our roof. So as you can see, because we've got a slanted roof of sorts, we unfortunately cannot use a lot of the plants like pea shooters as we regularly would. But we are back with the sunflower, which is nice. And our main form of attack is going to be this cabbage pole down here. Thankfully, it's a pretty standard array of zombies, so I think we could just do something quite simple like this. As you can see, we've got plant pots now, rather than placeable tiles, which means that we're kind of doing a combination of what we got in level 3 with a new dynamic. So instead of lily pads, we've now got plant pots that we have to plant on, so we do need to manage that. We don't have any plant pots immediately, unfortunately. Let's put a squash down here to get rid of this guy. I have a feeling, and this may not be a prediction, but it might be a spoiler, that I will lose at least one of these levels. And that's not due to a lack of trying, I promise you that. But I typically do lose at least once, or maybe even twice during level 5, because it does level up. It certainly levels up. So that's our good pal, the cabbage pole. Rather than shooting, he flings. And I don't know what his damage output is generally. I think it's quite similar to... Okay, he takes him out in 5 hits, which is the same as a repeater. I could use a squash on that guy, but we got the resources to do it. There we go. Goodness me. He was close to eating it. He was close to eating it. I am going to put a squash down here. Just going to start building up a little bit of a defense around this way too. Oh, don't target me. Don't go to target for me. Unfortunately, we do have someone stealing our plants. Going to target, stealing sunflowers, and leaving with nothing but bad vibes. I've never been to a Target. Target is not a thing in the UK. I think, is Target's equivalent Asda here in the UK? I feel like that's the equivalent. Well, I mean, we have Target here on the roof. We don't have Target in the UK. I feel like if I was to rank UK supermarkets, Asda would probably be top. Or Lidl. I'm a fan of Lidl. Spend a little, get a lot. It's a pretty standard level, thankfully. We don't have too many complications on this because it's just introducing us to the concept of the roof. We should be okay to get this level done pretty quickly. He's going to steal another cabbage pot, which is unfortunate. We just kind of have to accept that. He actually places zombies down as well. I forgot that bit. Okay. We'll let them gather up in their droves and we'll take them out where they stand. Let's just do this. The squash will take out 2 in 1. Beautiful stuff. And this should be a quick and easy win. I'll just take my hand off the computer right now. I'll just take my hand off the touchpad right now. Hurry up. Come on. Just one more. No, we need a couple more actually. Oh, there we go. And we get a new plant, but it's not actually a plant. It's a plant pot. Does this have a face? I feel like this doesn't have a face. Let's your plant on the roof. Oh, you got some new items for sale. Excellent news. What you got here? You got, oh my god, roof cleaners and a rake again. We'll get the rake for sure. I'm just not going to have enough in 9 slots, so I guess we'll get the roof cleaners. Pretty standard affair again. I think we could just go with the same loadout, except for adding the plant pots into here. So we can do this. Sunflowers, of course. Squash, cherry bomb. We probably don't need the pumpkin as well, if I'm being honest. And then we will go with this. Jalapeno. Level 5-2 is going to be more of the same, but now we get additional plant pots to put down on these bits as well, which is nice. I think if you put plant pots on column number 6 onwards, you can use pea shooters from there. Because it's kind of a straight line from that point. Rather than, at this point, from columns 1 through 5, it's not straight. It's slanted. Okay, first zombie's coming here. We can just plant a little potato mine, and he can do the job that he was doing way back in level 1. And we're just doing more of the same here, folks. We're just doing more of the same. Nothing complicated just yet. We're just planting sunflowers. Nothing crazy. That potato mine has got evil in his mind. He has certainly got evil in his mind. He's going to have a brother to follow him in a sec. As soon as that potato mine goes, he is replaced immediately. Cloned and replaced. Copied and pasted. Control-C, Control-V on the same thing, and that Control-Z is about to get undone. Let's start putting down pulse. Let's just start throwing them down. Well, I put it down in the column where it was least useful. That's good. Okay, well, let's put him down here this time. You know, I was just eyeing up that Digimon box set that I've got on my shelf at the moment. I think I'm going to watch some Digimon tonight. I think that's the plan. I wanted to watch Digimon again for a minute. It's unfortunate. I mean, I've got it in DVD form, which means like every 4 episodes, I have to switch it out for another disc. And that's a 50-season show, so we might be switching around discs for a while here. But I'm definitely going to watch some Digimon because, you know, as much kind of guff, as much hate as Digimon got around being a Pokemon clone, which I think, you know what, it's kind of undeniable. Obviously, it was influenced by Pokemon. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I think Digimon was great. I think Digimon did a good job. So I'm going to watch some Digimon tonight. I think that sounds nice. A nice cup of tea and a bit of Digimon. I'll probably grab my Nintendo Switch. I'll probably play something on there. I've been playing Crash Bandicoot Warped again, actually. I've been trying to get the Platinum Relics on that, which has been quite fun. I think I'm up to, like, World 4, I want to say, in that to get the Platinum Relics. I'm putting off doing Tomb Raider because that's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort to do that one. But it'll be done. I just need to kind of practice what that's like again because that whole level is just, like, pattern memory. Pretty much. It's all just memorizing one pattern. Let's see where these trampoline zombies, or what not trampoline, what's it called? Oh my god, what are they called? These things. Bungee zombies, there we go. They're bungee cords, aren't they? I was just wondering what he was going to target, so then we could just replace it where we needed to. So we're all good, I think. That huge wave of zombies has been eradicated. Eradicated with a quickness as well. Let's do this. I don't think we're going to take out this metal zombie before he is freed from his shackled chains of having a little bucket on his head. Not the worst thing is happening. My headphones are running out of battery. Why would you do this now? Oh no, that's unfortunate. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I guess I'm just going to have to go headphoneless. Putting down these tall nuts so that javelin zombies can't get past us as well. Speak of the devils, there they are indeed. I think they just jump straight over a plant pot, so you can just put one there, but it does help to have tall nuts just to protect the whole joint as well. I remember years ago when Digimon was first kind of like on the scene, I picked up a bunch of old Digimon cards and I've still got them to this day. I've got like a folder of them. I don't know if they're like collector's items or anything like that. I've not looked into it a lot, but I need to look into that immediately because they are very cool looking cards. I know the Digimon card game is a thing for what it's worth, but it's older than that. It's like the original, I guess, 2000s, 2001 printing of the cards that they did. I don't know if they're like, I don't really care that they're worth anything, but I don't know if it's like a commodity to have, if that makes sense. Like, do people care about that? You know what I'm saying? Getting up to our final wave of zombies here. I'm going to have a look for them again. I don't know if I've actually got them here or whether I left them kind of at my parents' house or something like that. I might have left them at my parents' house. There's every chance. But yeah, there's a lot of cool cards in there. My favorite Digimon has always been Skull Greymon, if anyone knows him. Very, very cool Digimon, to say the least. I think Greymon evolved into him when he was, like, feeling a lot of hatred. Hatred in his soul for Daichi. I can't do that voice. Daichi! I can't do it. Oh, my God. That hurts my voice. Goodness me. We got another plant, though. I wish I could do the shriek and the shrill voice of Agumon in the Japanese version of Digimon. This is the kernel pulse. It flings corn kernels and butter at zombies, which is pretty cool. It does slow down zombies, I'm pretty sure, if it hits it as well. Oh, that ladder's an issue, isn't it? Okay. But yes, Digimon is on the agenda. That's what I have surmised from this. I need, at some point, to play some kind of Digimon game on the channel. I would like to do that. I don't know which one I would play. I was toying around with the idea of playing Digimon World, but I really don't understand that game. If I'm being so real, I think if I was to play it, I'd have to have like a guide on how to play it next to me as well, which is probably not ideal. If I'm being so honest, it's not ideal to play a game whilst I'm just like reading from a guide, because it's, I don't know, it kind of loses its flavor. It kind of loses its charm if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. We'll put down a kernel pult to try and deal with this guy. I think the regular kernels just do 1 damage. But he could get a butter. He could get a little knob of butter. And when he does, oh, look at him. He's been slowed in his tracks. What was the card that I was trying to get in the Digimon card game that I could never get? Was it Aero Vidramon? I feel like it was. I don't know if I ever got Aero Vidramon, but I think he was the one card where I was like, I really want that. Never did it. But I don't know how rare that is. Maybe I should go on like eBay and try and find it or something like that. That would be quite nice. Claim back my childhood by getting the cards that I never could as a kid. That's what I did with Pokemon cards with a while. I bought a bunch of the Johto cards a while back now, to be fair. Yeah, I distinctly remember there was a time when I was a child. My brother and I drove to the city over the town we lived in because they had a wider array of Pokemon cards. We drove over there with our dad. I mean, we didn't. When I say we drove over to the city over from the town that we lived in, I mean like our dad drove us. We didn't have access to a car. I was 5 years old. But yeah, they had the new Neo Genesis packs for those who maybe watched the Pokemon films when they were a kid. When they watched the VHSs of those films. And they were coming out, the new Gen 2 packs. They were called Neo Genesis, and on the videos that you used to get, there was an advert at the start and it was like, Neo Genesis, all new metal type Pokemon, or some, I don't know what he said, something like that. Neo Genesis. Neo Genesis was like the first appearance of Gen 2 Pokemon, and you know, it was pretty cool. There was a lot of cool Pokemon that you could get in there. The chase card for sure, 100%, was Lugia. Lugia was absolutely the main card to get in that set. And of course, wouldn't you believe it, my brother got it and I didn't. I got a Sneasel, which I mean was quite cool at the time because dark Pokemon were like brand new. The darkness energy was a brand new thing. But of course, my brother got a Lugia. This was 1 pack each, by the way. We both bought a pack each, and I got a Sneasel, which was just a regular rare, and he got an actual Lugia, and I'm so upset about it. I'm still upset to this day. I'm pretty sure on the car ride back, I was genuinely like, I would not speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. That was my logic in the situation. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
But yeah, I was just molding all the way home. Before I even knew what the word molding meant, I was molding at the time because my brother got the rarest card. My brother's always had like better pull rates. Is that the right term? I don't know. He's always had better luck, just generally, than I have when it came to pulling cards. He doesn't collect cards anymore or anything like that, but when he did, he'd always have like literally the best cards. It was so frustrating because I'd buy packs and I'd get a couple of holofoils here and there. I've had oh, there goes a USB, I guess. I've had a couple of holofoils here and there, but nothing crazy at all. But he got like Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Zapdos, Mewtwo, and maybe that's because he was buying more packs than me that I didn't know about. I don't know, but I'm telling you, he had the Midas touch. It reminds me of the guy at my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals who would just feel packets of cards and pull ultimate rares out of them. It was crazy. Yeah, between him and my brother, they had something going. They had a plan. I remember that guy at my Locals. It was a guy called Maz. And I've heard that he still plays Yu-Gi-Oh! To this day, which is, I mean, fair enough. But yeah, this guy Maz, he was very much a savant when it came to packing good cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And when I say that, I mean, he basically just picked up the packs and tried to feel by hand which one had more weight. And I know it sounds insane. Oh, I don't know if you know, but like when you collect cards and when you buy packs, sorry, you can test the weight of them, and it will help kind of find out which one has a holofoil in it, because holofoils generally way more than regular cards. What do I want to do here? Actually, we've got. Do we really want to commit to the coffee bean? I didn't even talk about this thing actually. So coffee bean lets you wake up your mushrooms in the daytime. So mushrooms by nighttime work as normal, but by daytime you can't actually use them because they'll be asleep. You can use the coffee bean to wake them up. But that's like 2 plants to commit. That's a lot. I think I'd rather just get a bunch of really aggressive plants that just delete our problem. And then we can just walnut up as well. Yeah, let's just do this. We don't need to use the coffee bean. I think we could for display purposes, but like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Because it means I'd have to go back and use some kind of mushroom again. And I could have used the magnet, to be fair. But I don't know. It's just not worth it. As you can see, I've started also placing down plant pots as soon as I can, which I don't mind doing on levels like this because we don't get a lot of real estate to plant stuff. If we can plant down pots, then we'll do it. Oh, I didn't bring the potato mine, which I'm not 100% in love with because I've got to use the squash early, but that's okay. It just means it recharges early as well, I guess. Yeah, going back to our good friend Maz, he would always have the same outfit. He would have a leather jacket and black jeans, and he'd just have some generic white t-shirt on. And he would come to our locals where, well, I guess they were old at the time. How old would I have been? I would have been like, maybe like 13, 12, 13 or something like that. And he would just go up to different packs that were out at the time. And he would just look for a pack that he liked. I think at the time, I distinctly remember Maz opening up a pack. And the cover art of the pack was Cyber Dragon, which is from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like the big boss monster for one of the characters in the anime, but also it's just a really good, or it used to be a really good card. It was really strong. It had like 4,000 attack or something crazy. It was good, right? It was pretty good. Maz was like, I'm going to buy a pack of these. I'm going to buy a pack of these cards. So he took a couple of packs. Oh, this zombie's getting close. Are we going to take it out? We are. Maz was like, I'm going to buy a pack of these. And we'll see what we get. And he took out the first pack that was kind of there, available. And he was like, nah, this isn't the one. He picked it up. He felt it with his fingers. And he had the pack in his hands. He was like, nah, this isn't the one. Then he picked up the one after that. He was like, nope, this isn't the one. Eventually, he got to a pack. That he was like, this is the one. Quite literally, he went, this is the one. Like some kind of oracle. Like a clairvoyant of sorts. And he was like, this is the one. He opened up the pack. I swear to God. I swear to you all. He packed Cyber Dragon there and then. I don't think it was an ultimate rare. It might have been an ultra rare. But it was the cover card of the whole series. And he just packed it. This is the one. And there it was. And I was like, right, so this guy's like, he's cheating. Somehow he's cheating capitalism. I don't know how it works. Surely the shopkeeper can't be in on this. I refuse to believe it. What benefit does he have for being in on this? In any case, he got it. And funnily enough, ever since then, I don't know if it was directly influenced by Maz, but that shop, and then a lot of shops subsequent to that, had these like plastic holders of the packs, so you couldn't actually pick up the packs yourselves. Like the shopkeeper had to pick up the pack for you if you wanted one. Now, I'm not saying that was the influence of Maz. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But, I mean, surely a conversation was had. Surely a conversation was had. This bouncing guy is going to bounce over. Are we going to be able to take him out in time? We're not. That's so annoying. I didn't have enough time because of stupid touchpad. Whatever, who cares? We've got 3 flags on this, by the way. We've got 3 huge waves of zombies. So we got to be a bit careful. We got to be a little bit careful. We've already got rid of one of our roof cleaners, which is not ideal by any stretch. But we've just got to have to manage that. We've just got to manage that ourselves now. We're almost halfway through level 5 though, which is kind of crazy to think. I don't feel like I've been even doing this for long. This has genuinely been such a chill playthrough. I've really enjoyed this. And, you know, I know we're not done yet. And there's every chance I get stuck on the last 5 levels of this. But I'm sad that it's going to be over. I am sad that it's going to be over. It's a shame because it has been a good time. It's been really good fun. And I guess the biggest shame as well is the fact that there's not really a direct sequel I can play to this that's like of this level. There's Plants vs. Zombies 2, but it's all microtransactions in a mobile game, and I just like not into that. If I'm being so honest, I'm just not into it. And maybe that's just a me problem. I don't know. Maybe it's worth playing it just for the sake of seeing what it's like. Because in reality, I've only played a little bit of it. Maybe I should play it. Maybe I should play PvZ2 at some point. But I'm not like overly inspired at the concept of playing it just because of it being a mobile game. I don't even know if it's still out. Is it still available? I suppose I've never even thought about the idea of having to play a mobile game on the channel. But if I did, how would I even do that? I guess I could emulate it. I could get like an Android emulator and screen record off of that. But my experience with Android emulators has always been like, they've always been quite laggy. But that might just be because I've been using them for development in the past. Like, whenever I used to do Android emulation, it would be with the intention of developing some kind of application. And with that, they were always quite slow. So that might just be a development thing. And in reality, Android emulators are very, very fast. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a go. But I don't even know what I would play outside of Plants vs. Zombies 2 if I was ever to do that. Maybe I should do some Dokkan Battle for the channel. That would be... oh, that would be rough, I feel. That would not be good. I don't think that would be enjoyable whatsoever. Because Dokkan Battle is such a brain-off game, generally, for 90% of the content. There's some of the content which is genuinely very challenging and you've got to like keep your head down and actually focus. But a lot of the time it's just grinding, you know what I mean? It's just grinding for items and medals so you can awaken your guys. And don't get me wrong, I'm not above that. I'm certainly not above that type of content. I just don't feel it would make for good YouTube stuff, you know what I'm saying? That being said, I do watch a bunch of... or at least I used to watch a bunch of people who did Dokkan content when I was more into the game. I don't really play it anymore. But when I was more into the game, I definitely watched quite a few people who did Dokkan stuff. But to be fair, they've kind of expanded into other areas of Dragon Ball Z as well. Some of them at least. So I still watch their content here and there. I don't know. I wonder is there... maybe I should do some research into it. Whether there's like actually any games out there that are worth playing on a mobile. That aren't just like microtransactions garbage. Right, our final wave of zombies of level 5-4. We've got 2600 sun, by the way. Goodness gracious me. We do not need all of that sun. Okay. They dropped down a lot of guys here, but I think we should be okay. He's going to chomp that down, which is fine. We've got a lot of stuff to deal with. These tall nuts are just overpowered. They just take so much. We can do this. Get rid of a couple of those guys. And then we just wait. These guys will all get finished soon enough. Look at this. There was 2 people eating this bottom tall nut. There was 2 people eating them. And it's like fine still. We got a watering can, which we can use to play the Zen Garden mode. Which, I mean, look, I'm going to be so real. I'm not going to do this a lot. But what we do, basically, is just use this to water our plants. Where we can get coins and all of that kind of fun stuff. We can grow new plants as well. Zen Garden's pretty nifty, huh? You can visit any time from the main menu, but enough of that. It's time to defend your ass. I have to warn you, you are going to hate this next level. Why? Because it's non-stop bungee zombie after bungee zombie. That does not sound fun. You're absolutely right. And he hates them all. A whoop-de... Okay, alright, that's enough of you. Get out of here, you crazy Dave. There is a lot of bungees. There is a lot of bungees there. But as we know, from the X5 levels throughout this game, they're usually challenge-based. So we will wait for our conveyor belt of plants to come down. And we will use them to delete anyone who comes in our way. Look at these two happy guys. Look at these two happy fellows. And look at these two unsuspecting zombies. Dinner is served and dinner is looking delicious. This is always a nice tactic to do with the chompers, by the way. It's like put a pumpkin over them so that the zombies eat the pumpkin whilst the chomper is cooling down, which is nice. So let's put that one there. We could probably just put one each. Okay, nothing too crazy so far. I don't find this to be threatening whatsoever, actually. Look, this guy's already back and raring to go. Let's put down another row of plant pots. Well, that was a terrible idea, because here's a guy. Great. This guy's got to be in a position where he's going to swallow that zombie. Surely. Surely your hunger has been satiated, sir. No. He's still feasting. That's alright. We got this cherry bomb ready for the pickings to take care of this conehead zombie. We'll just do it now. Why not? We missed. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. So what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of that chomper, and we're going to put this down. So that's another chomper. And we're going to take rid of this chomper and put another one down. And that's that chomper. You see that? We call that speed chomp. We've never called it that before. And there he goes again. These chompers are putting in work. That's their whole point. That's their whole need. We can put this here. And just get rid of all of these guys, actually. Let's just do that. Why not? We've got a surplus of cherry bombs. Who are we trying to impress? You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Just one zombie left before our first huge wave. Our chomper's going to deal with him without any kind of issues. There he goes. Huge wave of zombies. Perfect news. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, actually. Uh-oh. I probably shouldn't have planted as much as I did. Oh, they eat the... Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that they eat the bungees like that. That's very helpful. Get out of here, ladder zombie. Get out of here, ladder goat. Do you remember ladder goat? Yeah. It's a very learned reference, I know. Trust me. You so random, am I right, ladder goat? The internet was on something, wasn't it? The internet was on something back in the day, wasn't it? Goodness me. I do not have a lot of time to figure out something here. Okay, let's put this cherry bomb down. Get rid of everything around. And we'll put down another chomper. There we go. Unfortunately, my chompers can't eat two at a time. But we do have to accept that they can only eat so much. That is a lot of zombies here. That is a lot of zombies. Oh. Okay. What's going on here, guys? Can you just free up? Can you just free up for me real quick? Uh-oh. Okay. Let's put down some plants here. Let's put down some plants here real quick. Okay. We're getting a little bit focused on absolutely nothing here, guys. Let's just do this real quick. Okay. We are not paying enough attention. We are not paying close enough attention. Let's put down another one of these. Blow up these zombies here. Why not? Okay, we'll just let them walk. It's alright. We can let them walk. We do have a cherry bomb here, though, so we can at least get rid of those zombies. And now we can start putting down... Well, actually, let's see what they target. Let's see what they target, first and foremost. And then we could essentially rebuild. Okay, they're taking out... Not lots, to be... Oh my god, that was a lot. That's a lot to deal with. Okay. There we go. There's that done. Okay, we've not got a lot to deal with now. There's a cherry bomb. Perfect. From behind? Wait, we're not done. Oh, there's this guy. Where'd that guy come from? You know what? We're going to use a chomper. We're going to use a chomper to get rid of him. And this is our new plant. It's garlic. The most delicious of all. What is garlic? A vegetable? Diverts zombies into other lanes. So we're going to use the garlic in this level, and it does mean that we're going to be working a little bit differently. So what I'm actually going to do is plant sunflowers here and here on rows 1 through 5. And then I'm going to plant a garlic so that everything is avoided. So we'll plant that there. And it means that the zombies will be diverted. Now, I don't know how good a tactic this is going to be for what it's worth. I've never actually tried this. But let's see if it works. I mean, I'm not doing a lot here. But let's see how this works. Yeah, see, he's not a fan. He's not a fan of it. He's going to go down into the 3rd lane. And the squash is going to take him out. Beautiful news. It does mean we can go much deeper with the cabbage pulse right at the start. Which is nice. They're not going to be filled with sunflowers. It just means a little bit easier of a time here. So we do get about 8 sunflowers out of this. But also, we kind of funnel all of the zombies into 3 lanes. Rather than 5, which is nice. It just means less maintenance is required. Let's put squash down there. The thing is, we should probably put the garlic a little bit further up now that I think about it. Because if we put the garlic like here, it means that the zombies eat it earlier and then they go into the lane that they need to go into earlier as well. Okay. What the hell are you thinking? It's my life, whatever I wanna do. It's my goat, by the way. He's a brain eater. He's a new censure. What can't that guy do? He's a very good bad boy. He said it himself. And who am I to doubt him? I absolutely love coming across videos that I haven't watched in just years. And coming across them again, just feeling those feelings that I felt the first time I watched them. I'll tell you what, It's My Life, Whatever I Want to Do is up there with one of the greatest videos I've ever seen. It's a guy who's just in a studio, recording, enjoying his time. And you know what? I won't criticize that. He's singing, he's having a great time. What I will say is that the song is of a questionable quality. Both grammatically from an English perspective, but also just, I mean, it's just a bit of a mess. It's just a bit of a mess of a song, if I'm being so honest with you. And maybe that's just me being judgmental. And you know what? If that's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be. My favorite part of the It's My Life, Whatever I Want to Do video is where the producer, who's wearing like a hat of sorts, some kind of head garment. I don't know if I can classify it as a hat. I think it's more like a rag of sorts. He's just wearing a little rag, but also he's obviously the producer there. He's like making sure everything's on beat, everything's on point. And there's this point where he's like just points at the guy who's singing in the booth as the drum hits. Oh, it's good. It's good stuff. Oh, what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? Get out of here. So this guy, he's a basketball pult of sorts. And he's an issue because he just keeps shooting my stuff. And I'm not a fan. Get out of here. He kind of circumvents the use of the garlic because he doesn't actually travel down the lane. He just shoots from afar. So that's where we're at in the game now. That's where we're at in the game. They're giving us plants. And rather than giving us plants that are actually actively helping us in that round, they give us plants and then they immediately introduce the countermeasures to those plants. It's messed up. Help! Oh my god, he exploded. He exploded to high heaven. Poor guy. Let's do that. We probably don't need another set of sunflowers, if I'm being so honest. We probably don't need it. But we'll keep it there for the culture. I mean, we've got 10 sunflowers there, and we've got nearly 1,000 suns. So it's like, what can we really do in this situation? Other than win. We don't have bucket heads to deal with on this one, I don't think. I think it is literally just regular zombies and cone heads mixed in with those guys there, the basketball ones. So not lots to deal with here, thankfully. Pretty straightforward and pretty standard. We're just gearing them all into one lane, which makes life a lot easier for us. I'm just gathering sun at this point because it's like, do we need to overcomplicate this? Probably not. We can just take all the sun and make sure that we're ready for that final wave. And the way we do that, actually, is by planting down more plant pots, putting them in these abstract areas so that we can deal with them quickly. Just leave everyone. Believe everyone. If you don't like anyone, live alone. Bro is spitting when he said that, to be fair. He was absolutely spitting when he said that. If you don't like anyone, live alone. He was spitting, I can't lie. That's my goat. Let's use a squash here. We can take out 3 zombies in one. The final zombie is here. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, we're just going to get rid of the garlic. And the chomper's going to take this one. Wait, what did he eat? What did he eat? What? What was that? Am I just making that up? That chomper did not eat anything. He took a bite. He took a swing and he took a miss. There we go. That chomper got it. We got ourselves a new plant too. We got the umbrella leaf, which protects nearby plants from bungees and catapults, which is actually mega helpful on these types of levels. So we're not using a tall nut this time round, which could be the end of us. It could be the end of us here and now. We're just trying different combinations, see what works. The ever-present will be the squash, though. We cannot leave the squash alone. It's too good. It is simply too good. It's a squash. It squashes zombies. I would absolutely love if PopCap made another one of these games. Is PopCap still around? I hope so. I truly do hope they're still around. And if they are, please just make a Plants vs. Zombies remastered or reimagined where it's just this game but like 900 levels. If you could just do that, that'd be great. Thank you. I know that it must be a lot of work, but I'm asking really nicely, so if you could do that, that'd be really appreciated. Thank you very much. So the thing with these umbrella leaves, you kind of need to put them in the center of a number of different plants. It kind of protects a 3x3 area, kind of similar to how a cherry bomb destroys a 3x3 area. That protects it. So the ideal thing is to put an umbrella leaf kind of in columns, sorry, rows 2 and 5 in the center of a few more plants. So we can do that there. It's only 100 as well, which isn't bad. It just means that we got less sunflower. But with complete sincerity, we had like 900 extra sun in that last game. So I don't think we need 10 sunflowers. I think we can cope with 8, guys. I'm just spitballing, but I think we can cope with 8 sunflowers. You know what I've quickly realized? I am not good at watching films. And not that I'm like someone who talks through films. I could not be that person. Unless it's like a mutual thing where both people are like, actually, let's just have a chat through this one because it's funny or it's easy enough to talk through. Like, that's fine. But I just mean like sitting down and watching a film. I don't do it. Which is a shame because I absolutely love films when I watch them. I just haven't gone out my way to watch a film in a long time. The last thing I watched, which I guess was closer to a film than anything else, and this is such a random watch. I used to watch a YouTuber called Daystorm Power. I don't know if he's still going around. I used to watch him literally like 12 years ago or something like that. Again, same era as like Epic Mealtime and stuff like that. And he used to do this like another day, another challenge kind of thing. Anyway, it's besides the point. It's literally not even part of the story. It is part of the story, but it's like irrelevant. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I used to watch a YouTuber called Daystorm, and I was like, I wonder what that guy's up to these days. I went onto his YouTube channel and he'd released like a 10-part series, like episodic series, but he's compiled it all into one video. So it kind of makes a movie basically of, I mean, how do I even describe this? I don't even describe what I was watching. It was like a group of people who were all at someone's funeral, but the guy at the funeral wanted to play a game with them after by making them confess secrets for a chance at some money, because apparently this guy was like a mogul. He was a very, very well-respected person. He had a lot of money, apparently. Besides anything else, that's probably the closest thing I've watched to a film in about a month, which is bad. I should sit down and watch a film again. I think I watched Inside Out 2. That was good. I watched that in the cinemas. I don't know what else I've watched since then, if I'm being so real. The reason I say this is because I looked at my shelf again, just in the middle of this, and I saw Breakfast Club, which is one of my favorite films. Great film. Judd Nelson, one of the stars of the show. Emilio Estevez is in it. Basically everyone from the infamous, what were they called? The Brat Pack? Is that what they were called? The Brat Pack? But yeah, like Molly Ringwald was part of it as well. Ali Sheedy was part of it. They were all part of like this very famous, well-known clique of people that were always cast for those coming-of-age type of films. So Very, very good film. It's by John Hughes as well, so he's like director is that. He did 16 Candles. He did a bunch of different things as well, John Hughes. He's one of the most famous directors of the 80s. He's great. I look at that now, and maybe that's the second option after Digimon. Maybe I should watch Digimon, and then I should watch Breakfast Club. Or maybe I should just watch an actual film that I haven't seen before. Is this going to get both of them? It is, thankfully. Okay. Get this. Put this down. Why is this not being put down? Was I just missing? I must have just been missing. You can see how much work these umbrella leaves have been putting in, by the way. This has been super, super helpful to have. Let's use the jalapeno. We haven't actually used this yet. I don't know why I brought this along. It's not the most useful, if I'm being so honest. I could have probably done with like a tall nut or something like that instead, but who cares? I've actually not done an optimal placement of these umbrellas, by the way. I should have really put another umbrella here so that I had an extra firing line, but I mean, to be honest, again, I'm not that bothered. We're in a good place here. We're in a very, very good place here. Slowly but surely getting through level 5-7. We're only a few levels away from the end of the game, and it's kind of crazy to think about. I remember the final boss of this game. I think it's going to be cool. I hope I can do it first time. I really do hope I can do it first time. I do remember struggling with it, though. So there's every chance. There's every chance that I'm not able to do it first time. Which, I mean, it would suck, but it is what it is. You know what it is? That's really, really the issue, is the fact that I'm still using this touchpad. That's the real atrocity here. That's the true atrocity out of everything that we've talked about. That's the thing that's really limited me. Because having to use a touchpad to play this game is an experience I've never had to take before. And I do not recommend it. I really don't recommend it. This is not adapting my skills in whatever way. I don't feel like I'm playing better. I don't feel like a better player with a touchpad. I'm just not having a good time. And to be honest, right, now that I think about it, maybe for some people, those mouse clicks are like an ASMR thing. Maybe they enjoy it. I don't. I definitely don't enjoy it. So, you know what? I'm happy to use this touchpad if it means I don't constantly hear a click in the background. Cherry Bomb is nearly charged up. We can use that there. That was good. We still have quite a few plants to deal with. But what we can do, which is nice, is use the jalapeno from behind the zombies. Put the squash down here. Oh, what? They just ate the plow. Oh, must have had like 1 HP left. That's annoying. All right, this should be done. There we go. And we get a new plant, which is not actually helpful in the story. It's good for kind of post-game stuff. This is the marigold. It gives you silver and gold coins. So it kind of works like a sunflower in that it just generates silver and gold coins for you. But we're not going to need them, is the thing. So I'm not going to use this plant, unfortunately. We do have this guy, who's the gargantuar. He's got a little pile there in the back. He throws the guy over. So he's a bit of a beast. I can't lie. He's a bit of a beast. So we've got to be very, very careful about him. It's very wise to bring as many of these kind of destruction items as you possibly can. The gargantuan, as well, is the first zombie I think we're going to encounter in this game that isn't one hit killed by things like the cherry bomb and the squash or the jalapeno. It actually takes like a couple of them to take it out. We're leveling up, folks. We are certainly leveling up a little bit here. We've got to be on it. We've really, really got to be on it. And I am scared. I am certainly scared of the gargantuan. I'll confess right now, I forgot it was a thing. As I was playing through this, I just saw it there. After just going through that and seeing it there, I was like, oh my god, I forgot this thing existed. So this might be a bit more difficult than I first presumed. Again, we're going to be using the umbrella leaf, so it's always good to leave columns 2 and 5 with some plant pots open. Okay, that's all of our sunflowers for the level planted. I'll tell you what, you don't appreciate how fast the sunflowers truly are until you get out of those night stages, because oh my god, they are so slow. The shrooms that you get, the sun shrooms, they're great. They're absolutely great, but goodness me, they're slow. We've got 2 main waves here that are coming up. 2 waves of zombies. Who's going to be in Zombie Pack 1 is my question. And will Zombie Pack 2 pander to those fans who need to get a little bit more out of their character roster? I don't know. It's not for me to say. I'm not drawing parallels to anything, I promise you. I feel like there's not a lot to go through yet. I feel like there's not a lot to talk through when it comes to the actual game at the moment. Until we have to deal with those gargantuans, which we will have to deal with very, very soon. And when that day comes, I'm ready. This day we will fight. That's a game I need to play. Guitar Hero, Warriors of Rock, that's what I need to play. I'm going to play that in my downtime. A game that I would love to stream one day, but certainly going to play in my downtime. The whole ending sequence of Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock is so cool, where you have all of the different powers. Oh, it's so cool. I'm thinking about it again. They really did a good job with Warriors of Rock. I can't lie. They did such a good job with it. Like, there wasn't a lot you could do with Guitar Hero as a game. I didn't think anyway. It's just you play set lists of stuff. That's the game. Here he is, actually. Here's the gargantuan. Let's use this on him. But yeah, that's the game. There's not a lot to it. Oh my god. I thought, wait, hold on. I thought you dealt with him. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is not good. This is not good. We're going to have to use a squash here. Is this going to hurt him? That's going to take him out. Thankfully, that does take him out. So I guess a squash and an jalapeno is enough. Okay, that's good to know. Oh god, those gargantuans. I completely forgot about him. I completely forgot about him. And they're so strong as well. They're like basic. I think they're the strongest enemy in the game. I think they're straight up just the strongest enemy in the game. And I completely forgot about him until now. Nuts. I'm glad that I saw him when I did. Honestly, there's not a lot of times where I pay attention to the zombies that are coming onto the level. But I've gone out of my way to make sure that I'm aware when we're playing this. If I was just playing through this normally, I guarantee you I would have forgotten. I would not have even noticed that the gargantuan was there. But I'm very, very glad that I spotted it. I'm very glad that I'm taking my time where I can. I put down a couple of these corn pelts, by the way, as well. The kernel pelts. Just because they could help slow down a couple of zombies as well. I should really put them down per row. But it's okay. In fact, you know what? I am actually going to put it down per row. I'm going to put one here. Might be a little bit preemptive to do. But I think it's worth doing. Because if we can slow down the zombies with some RNG luck, then I'll do it. Okay, we've got another gargantuan. I'm actually just going to wait for a sec. I'm going to wait for him to fling his guy. Because when he flings his guy, we can take him out with a jalapeno too. Oh! Oh my god. Okay. Well, I thought that would be enough. I'm not even looking at the bottom of the screen. I'm not even looking at the bottom of the screen. The squash takes him out, thankfully. And we'll use a cherry bomb on this little fella. And we get past level 5-8 with a few complications, but we got there. And we have a melon pult now, which does heavy damage to a group of zombies. It's 300 to use this, by the way. But I'm telling you, it's absolutely worth it. So we're going to use it for sure. We're going to go with these two. We're going to get the squash in there. We're going to put the melon pult, and we're going to use the kernel pult as well. We're going to need a bit of protection on this round. So we'll go with this pumpkin. I don't think we can not use this. And then we have to use the jalapeno, don't we? Or the cherry bomb. Or do we just get rid of this entirely and just do this? Yeah, maybe we forego the kernel pult and we do this instead. I think this is a smarter decision. I think it's a smarter decision to forego the kernel pult and bring in the tall nut instead. Because not only does the tall nut allow us to defend whilst we gather up sun for our melon pults, but it also just acts as general defense as well, which we do need. So I think the right decision is to bring the tall nut. Level 5-9. We've got 3 waves of zombies. This is the big one. This is really, really the big one. It's my life. I'll do whatever I want to do. I can't get that song out of my head. God damn, I'm so annoyed. Early game is going to look very similar to how we've been playing it already, which is just putting down these sunflowers. To be honest, though, I might... How do I want to do this? I might get 2 rows of sunflowers, but I don't know how I would do that properly, if I'm being so honest with you. I just want to make sure that we've got enough to get melon poults consistently. I suppose we could put down the umbrellas where the squash is in row 2. Let's see how this melon poult does. How many hits does it take to take out a zombie? 1, 2, 3 hits? Is that it? We need to get these on deck. We need to get these on deck immediately. Yeah, I don't mind sacrificing the sunflowers in the first column if it means that we build up to get more sun in the early game. I'm happy with that. At least that row is now dealt with. We can get a melon poult in that bottom row, row 6. Oh no, it is row 5. What am I talking about? I've been saying row 2 and row 5 this whole time, and there's 5 rows. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Now we're in a bit of a tough place where we've got 2 lanes that have no actual defense, which is a bit annoying. I mean, I'm going to put this here, which was probably the worst move I could have made, isn't it? Actually, I should have put a squash there. Whatever. Oh, I've made a mistake. Oh, I've made a mistake. Put this down here. Put this here. Let's just hope to God we can defeat it in time. Oh, no. I've made a huge mistake. I made a huge mistake, guys. Oh. I can't move fast enough. Oh, God. Well. I'm just losing it. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Oh, God. What a terrible, terrible effort that was. And I barely have any pelts down. Oh, God. This is bad. Man, that was bad. That was bad. I panicked. I panicked. I'm not even afraid to admit that. I straight up panicked. Take out that Jack-in-the-Box, please. Take him out. Take him out, please. Oh, my goodness gracious me. That could have gone awfully. I would have been really upset. Would have been really, really upset. Right, so let's finally get a freaking melon poult here. My God. That took way too long. This has not been played well. This has not been played well. I've never said that my channel was a walkthrough or a guide on how to do something, because honestly, I am not good at games. I've never been good at games. What are you looking to take there, pal? What are you looking to take, partner? Take whatever you want. You want the actual thing? Okay, fine, you can have it. I'm gonna do this. The sunflower's gonna be taken out soon, which is okay. We can just put another one down. It's only 50 sun. And we don't get a lot of loss for it. Again, I don't mind this first row of sunflowers going out. I'm gonna use a jalapeno on these things. I'm gonna just straight up use a jalapeno. Why are we overcomplicating that? We don't need to. Just getting up to the second wave here. The wave of mutilate. I'm talking about Rock Band again. I can't do that. I can't talk about Rock Band again. It's so funny. I'm thinking about, like, Rock Band again. And whilst I was talking about Rock Band, I'm pretty sure I got an influx of Rock Band content linked to me. Not linked to me, sorry, but recommended to me on YouTube. So they want to tell you that they're not listening. They're definitely listening. It's all that Facebook. I'm talking about cats. Here's the stuff about cats. I love cats. And then all of a sudden, you get ads about cats. It's not a coincidence. Or at least, I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. It would be a terrifying coincidence if it was, though. That's like fate. Closer to coincidence. I'm still worried about the gargantuans, but we've not seen one yet. Which is a bit strange. I thought I would have seen one by now. See, this is the thing with the bungee zombies. They can take that first row if they want to. Or that first column, should I say. It's really not a big issue. Because I can just plant down another one. It's really not that big of a deal. Because sunflowers are inexpensive. They are very, very small commodities. Whereas, well, melon poults, different conversation, different story. That ladder zombie got really far. That, oh no! God, I wasn't even looking. Wait, what? Why did that... Oh, I thought that if I timed it right, the cherry bomb would take out the bungee zombie as well, but I guess not. Right, we're getting to the range with our melon pulse where, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to protect them with the stuff that we have here. Final wave, though. Final wave of huge zombies. Okay, we've not got a lot of sun here. We've not got a lot of sun. Oh, we need to plant this down. Let's use a squash. We can let that row go. That's alright. Okay. We just need to gather sun. That's what we need to do. We need to just gather some sun. And everything else will be okay. Let's do that. That was the wrong row, but don't worry about it. Just maintain your cool, maintain your calm, and everything will work out. Just one more sun. That's all I needed. Well, that's okay. The roof cleaners will take out this. And it'll also take out those two zombies. We'll just let it go. We'll let that sunflower go. That's alright. And we'll do this. Take out those zombies and we get a final note. Homeowner, you have failed to submit to our rightful claim. Be advised that unless you comply, we will be forced to take extreme action. Please remit your home and brains to us forthwith. Sincerely, Dr. Edgar Zomboss. Well, this guy seems a lot more eloquent. I'm almost tempted to just do it. But we have got one last charge. Uh-oh. He's here. Better get ready. It's going to be one heck of a fight. Listen, though. I know what his weakness is. You have to hit him in the pancreas. No, that was a different guy. You have to kick him in the... you have to press up, up, down, down, left, right. Wait, I remember. It's... And Crazy Dave was killed. God rest his soul. God rest his soul. There is no zombies here. But we are on the final level of Plants vs. Zombies. We are against Dr. Edgar Zomboss. This is different. This is different. We're playing a different game here, folks. So this guy is going to be placing down zombies. And whilst he's doing that, we need to try and take him out. So it's a lot to deal with. It's certainly a lot to deal with. Let's do this. Oh, we've got a melon pult. That's huge. Let's go ahead and use one of our free shrooms. And these things are actually going to be pivotal to defeating the Zomboss, funnily enough. The jalapenos, the ice shrooms, they're what we need. They're absolutely what we need. So what we're going to do is double up on this one. It's usually wise to just keep a little bit of an eye on what he's doing here. So what's he going for? We've not done a lot of damage to it. He's going for a fire attack, so we can use an ice shroom on him. And just like this, we can start charging. This right here, that's his health. That's how much damage we've done. That's how much damage we need to do. That's how much damage we've done. So we've got a long road. We've got a long road ahead. The thing is, I want to keep some of these items in reserve. I really, really do. But they just clog up. They clog up everything, which is not ideal. Oh, I hope you use... this is not good, actually. I've got to use an ice. I've got to use an ice. Freeze these guys. Whilst I can. Use a jalapeno. And let's use another ice. And let's start taking this guy out right here and right now. We're getting more of his health down. Slowly but surely. It's not a lot. Eventually, he's going to take a lot of action. I don't know when that's going to be, but eventually he will. He will certainly take action. And I'm speaking from experience, I promise you. Opportunity to use an ice shroom here, I think. As we've got this guy coming through. Let's just use a couple of these. Let's take him out while we can. Okay. That could have ended in tears. I'm glad that he has been stopped in his tracks. Okay. Let's use an ice shroom again. Oh, I'm actually going to keep this melon pullet in the back. I'm going to keep it in the back. Let's freeze him again. Let's freeze him again. Let's just do damage. He's going to go for an ice ball attack, which is fine. I don't mind that. Let's go and freeze him. One. Oh, we missed. Damn. Is he going to throw a boss at us yet? Oh, he's going to steal our plants. Okay, steal what you got to steal, and we'll replace it post-haste. Screen door zombies. Why are you guys here? Newspaper zombies? They're bringing back the classics. They're bringing back everyone. Oh, I had to use that. I didn't want to, but I had to use it. Right, I'm going to keep that there. And we're just going to get a bunch of damage. Look how much damage we're doing to him. We're about a third of the way down. Maybe a little bit more or less. We don't have any jalapenos. We don't have a single jalapeno. This is rough. We're just going to have to accept death here. Oh, it's rough. Oh, there's a jalapeno, but we might not do it in time. We do it in time, but he throws a boss at us. Just like that. Half of our plants are gone. How rough is that, eh? Thankfully, we kept a melon pullet in reserve, which we absolutely needed. This is why it's kind of important to do so. We don't have any plant pots left, though, which is unfortunate. There's one. We'll take it. We'll put the melon pot down in that row, so we've got a little bit more firepower there. This is fine. Everything is fine, I think. Okay, he's going to show his ugly mug to us. There he is. Controlling the giant robot that is the Zomboss. Let's freeze one more time. We're just looking to get as much damage as we can. Just get as much damage as we possibly, potentially can. There we go. That's good. Look how much damage we're doing to him. Use a jalapeno. Yeah, look how much damage the jalapenos do. It's so worth it as well. Until he puts down the gargantuan. And then he destroys half of our plants again. Yeah. We can put down an ice room here. We've got a couple, so why not? Ooh, we're getting a little bit unlucky with the choices here. We'll leave that. Let's put this here. Got to use this. We've got to use that. Another football player. Man. You know, this is tense. This is tense, folks. I'm not speaking a lot because, you know what? This is an incredibly, incredibly scary battle to have to deal with. Right, let's just wait for a second here. How has this ladder zombie gotten so far? Oh. Okay, we can freeze here. This is good. This is really, really good. Let's put down this plant. And let's use a jalapeno. Let's use another jalapeno. Let's use a third jalapeno. Oh, we didn't get it in time. And we've used all of our resources. Oh, this was a bad idea. Okay, he's only using the bungee zombies. This is good. He's only going to use the bungee zombies to take out a few of us instead. That is really, really nice, actually. Let's throw a melon pulp down here. And let's throw a jalapeno there. I'm concerned about how far that guy's getting. Not far enough, evidently. We've got a lot of jalapenos here. So hopefully he lowers his head soon enough and we can just start spamming jalapenos at this guy. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's get damage on this guy. One more. One more. Is that it? Oh my god, we beat him. We beat him. We beat Edgar Zomboss. It's done. It's over. He puts up the white flag. I won't go down with his ship. You'll go down with our robot, though. And there is the silver sunflower trophy. Congratulations. You have most triumphantly fended off the zombie attack. Your lawn is safe. For now. Okay, you win. No more eating brains for us. We just want to make music video with you now. Sincerely, the zombies. Well, you know what? Between Golimar, between It's My Life, whatever I want to do, we need a third. Let's roll those credits. Folks, that is Plants vs. Zombies. Wow. What a game. What a great little game. Brings back some good memories, I'll tell you that for free. It brings back a lot. of good memories. Look at him jam. There's a zombie on your lawn. Oh my days. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at this guy groove. He is jumping. Van Halen? Crazy. That sunflower is speaking something crazy. Sing it. Sing it. Is that Mariah Carey herself? Okay. Did that rhyme with anything? He just said, I don't like zombies. That's messed up. These guys are spitting. This should be a musical. I'm going to say it. You've watched Hamilton. You've watched Hamilton. You've watched Evita. You've watched Rocky Horror Picture Show. You've watched Shrek the musical. Where's Plants vs. Zombies the musical? Make it happen. I want Edgar Zomboss singing go, go, like Giovanni. I want him singing it. We don't want zombies on the lawn. Right, we get it. I mean, I don't get it. The zombies seem very friendly. I'm very, very glad we're not playing the night stages often again. I am not a fan of those. You know, it's going to be fun to play this game. That is not a zombie dolphin, I don't think. I think it's just goofy looking dolphin. I'm going to have fun playing this game again. I'm going to have fun playing this game again. It'll be fun to play this now that I've completed it and played through it. Kind of just in my spare time. Good song, Sunflower. That was Zombies on Your Lawn by Laura Shigihara, Bloom and Doom Records. Laura Shigihara, I don't know where you are, but God bless you. That was a great song. That was a great game. George fan? I'm a fan. Todd Semple? Semple fact is, I love your work. Good job, everyone. Rich Werner? Your name is very close to Dick Wiener, and I just need you to accept that. But what a wonderful cast of people that have created what I consider an incredible game. A game from my coming of age. And again, I hope you enjoyed me playing through. So that's going to be it for Plants vs. Zombies. Let's see what we do next. It'll be fun.